Wakasa looks pretty scared, but I also want to keep an eye on Shirabe. Is it okay if I go with you? Sure, little lady. Oh, thank God. I mean, yeah, sure, whatever. Cool. And that was that. Alright, I wish you all luck. If something happens, well, without our phones, there's not much we can do, honestly. Yeah, this actually would kind of go balls up if we all had cell phones. It'd be really easy to break the game. Hopefully we all find a way to persevere on our own. I'm ready to take whatever they've got. We can do it, guys. We can do it. We nodded to each other as a piglet came trotting out to meet us. The heck is this guy saying? He's just like... Doesn't make any sense. I was still trying to figure out what we were supposed to do when Mayoshi spoke up. Heart Watch. I think he's telling to put these on. Oh no! That's not good! That's gonna be the gauge. If our pulse goes up to something rather, our necks explode or something. I don't know. You can understand these creatures? Mostly I'm just guessing. Now that he'd said it though, I could see that the piglet was holding several watch-like things out towards us. Okay, let's get through this. These are watches. There's a button on the side. I pressed the button, LCD panel lit up. Is this a heart rate monitor? Yeah, I think you're right. See, there's a little heart icon next to the number. Then these must be our terror gauges. Okay, then they use our heart rates to determine our level of terror. Beat too fast and it's game over. Oh, biofeedback games are mean. He scratched his beard and the piglet nodded vigorously. He's like, you got it, you're right on. Good work, everyone. Since we're all wearing them, does that mean that we all fail if any one of us hits the limit? Uh-oh, I think that means yes. He's saying if 3 of us get a game over, then we all fail the game. Still wasn't sure how he understood them, but the piglet didn't show any signs of objecting, so he must have gotten it right. Wait, no, why am I thinking about how Mayoshi understands them? There's more important stuff going on. Stop it. Only 3. That's not even half of us. I don't think I can do this. I can't do it, man. Game over, man. Oh, give me a break. We haven't even gone in and you're already scared. Chill out. Bro punch. Wakasa leapt nearly a foot in the air, and as he landed, a ringing sound came from the device around his wrist. Holy crap, kid. Could you be wound any tighter? Just don't smack me on the back like that. In there, they're gonna smack you on a lot of things you don't want to be smacked on. So, get this out of your system now, or we lose. Look, if 3 of us max out, then everyone is toast. I know it's going to be easier said than done, but try not to get too scared, alright? Shido, Mitarashi, and Urabe. Actually, all 4 adults. All 4 totally convinced that they're going to be fine. Mayoshi could be touch and go, but he's a pretty solid nerved guy. I just don't see any of them really breaking. Just Wakasa and just me. Headed toward the door in the center along with Shirabe and Wakasa. Whoops, I almost missed this. I've got a feeling we might need it. With a grin, he grabbed the flashlight hanging to the side of the entrance. How did he know to grab that? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Wakasa, what do you do when you get scared? Get a hold of yourself. Like, do some breathing exercises. Stretch a little bit. Just take care of yourself, man. He didn't look fine, not by a long shot, but I was scared enough myself. There wasn't a lot I could do for him. They did do a very good job of, like, amping us up for this. Had they, you know, had this been rainbows on the outside and fluffy unicorns, we could just prance right in. Something wrong, little lady? Well, just looked like this door was already open a little bit. I bet the piglet that set all this up just forgot to close it, right? Right? That's gotta be it. Wakasa, what are you thinking about? What is going on in your head? Stop it. This doesn't make any sense why you'd freak out about that. Door's open. Door's open. He's like a little skittish kitty. Seemed like a reasonable enough explanation, and to be honest, I didn't want to imagine other scarier possibilities either. Like what? Guys! Doors open, because it's been set up for you guys. Followed Wakasa and Shirabe inside. Just keep muttering to yourself, it's only a game, it's only a game. Pretty dark. Flick the flashlight on, illuminating a small part of the hallway. Smells kinda damp, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a little strange. I imagine that's part of the appeal. Why come to an abandoned hospital if you can't enjoy authentic sights and smells? I don't think they really needed to be this authentic. He was still mumbling to himself when... Listen! The labyrinth of the dead devours the souls of the living. Listen for the footsteps of the creeping death. Okay, this is gonna be our puzzle right here. Announcer's got us on the hook. Listen. This labyrinth of the dead devours the souls of the living. Okay. Listen for the footsteps of the creeping death. So probably A. So we're avoiding death. That's the idea. The labyrinth of the dead devours the soul of living. We want to avoid the dead. Listen for the footsteps of the creeping death. Couldn't they have, like, led into that somehow? It's just like, blam, here's some creepy voice, scared the pants off me. The labyrinth of the dead, the footsteps of the creeping death. What does that mean? Not sure yet. Let's keep moving. Walking through the thick, oppressive darkness made it feel as if we were walking into the mouth of hell itself. We just zoomed in a little bit. I mean, we got closer to the end. Doesn't look like there's anything here. I was hoping for a hint or something. He frowned and moved the light across the walls and floor, searching for anything of interest. There were signs of neglect and decay everywhere, from peeling wallpaper and mildew on the walls to chunks of concrete strewn across the floor. Why are we just standing around? I want to get out of here. Let's go! I doubt that it'll be that simple, but yes, I suppose we should be moving on. He headed forward into the darkness again. It's probably just another attempt at authenticity, but it's so cold. Would it kill them to turn the heat up a bit? As I lifted my hands to my mouth to warm them, I heard a crackling noise echo through the hallway. Ah! I had just stepped on a piece of concrete, but Wakasa leapt about a foot in the air, then crouched down on the floor shaking. Unsurprisingly, his alarm began to sound. It's kind of like a Hulk-like thing. Sorry, that was just me. I walked over toward him slowly. Calm down there, kid. You're okay. You're okay, kid. Shirabe gave Wakasa's shoulder a reassuring squeeze, and the younger man looked up at him, surprised. Sorry for making that noise. No, I need to get it together. Either he's gonna die, or he's gonna come out of this much stronger. Or at least less prone to being afraid. He took a deep breath and closed his eyes. A few moments later, his alarm slowed and stopped. Awesome. Alright, let's keep going. I think this is some sort of maze. We've already lost a lot of time. I don't think we could afford to go slow. Just do basic labyrinthine things. Keep one hand on the wall to your right and go. Agreed on all accounts. You doing okay, Wakasa? Yeah, I think I'm alright now. I should be good. Let's go. Let's just go. We pushed forward down the dark hallway. It did definitely seem to be a sort of maze, with new hallways branching off to the left and right. Then I wonder where the others went. They must also be in a labyrinth of some sort. Can't even remember how many turns we've made. I hope we're going to be okay. Interesting. So, it's more labyrinthine a la SCP or any of those other door walking simulators where spooky stuff happens when you walk around. Not necessarily a haunted house where you go on a path and don't get scared, but way more open-ended. I'm trying to remember what... There was a Flash game. No, it was a standalone EXE. I don't remember the name of it. Dang it. Took control of your computer at times. It was really cool. Okay, but Shirabe looked back at me. Don't worry, I remember our route. Confident? Huh? You're worried we might get lost, right? Yeah, how did you know? Wait, you're telling me you remember it? Of course, you really think I'd just lead us blindly through a maze? We don't have time for that. Just trust the old noggin. Reliable as always. I do want to trust him, but if only I had some proof he wasn't a traitor. Something just screamed. Who was that? Look over at Wakasa and our eyes met. I swallowed. She's doing that a lot. Was that a girl's voice? I think so. We should head towards it. It might be a clue. We're going towards it? Shirabi's all business. Wakasa's like, we don't have to do this, man. We don't have to do this. Jumping out of our skins every time someone's breathing isn't gonna get us out of this maze, is it? I think it was coming from somewhere to the right up ahead. Then that's our heading. Wakasa was still reluctant, but he didn't refuse, so we headed off toward where the voice had come from. Unfortunately, the maze didn't get any simpler, and just moving in a single direction proved to be very difficult. It's hard to get anywhere in here. Agreed, but at least we don't seem to be retracing our steps yet. Then we have to be... Wakasa, you alright? Checking in? Be cool, bro? He was staring straight ahead, his body stiff as a board. It's a ghost! Oh, Wakasa's hearing stuff again. I like when Wakasa hears stuff, because that means we're getting closer. There! Horror sounds are so funny. Sounds like someone, like, eating something. What was that? I don't know, it sounds like something dragging. We stopped to listen. It was coming from the right side of the intersection ahead, and it was getting closer. We should hide. Right. Alright, amnesia it up, baby. Just, you know, everyone find a little gurney or a side door, or just close a big door and just hide in there. So, I'll, Deadly Premonition, I'll, oh, Silent Hill. That's the one I was thinking. That was what I was trying to catch earlier. Silent Hill does that. Wakasa had frozen in terror, so I grabbed his arm and pulled him behind a nearby pillar with us. That is kind of cool. Japanese horror monster things and how that translates through the media to Amnesia, which is not Japanese at all. It was made by, I think, European developers. Swedish? No, Danish. I don't know. Wakasa had frozen in terror, so I grabbed his arm and pulled him behind a nearby pillar with us. Anyway, media studies. That's the thing that happens. Hey! Look, he's got a gun. Why does he have a gun? God, I bet that gun is loaded. Jeez. Question mark face says ellipses. It gives me that. As we watched, it stepped into the intersection carrying a light. What the heck is that? I'd never seen anything I would have called a monster before, but this thing definitely fit the bill. We have one course of action. I will scream at it. Ah! Although it was vaguely person-shaped, its body was lumpy and misshapen. With peeling skin and open wounds, against all logic, it appeared to be carrying a gun. This guy is like 3 different kinds of generic bad guy all at once. Scientist hair, doctor, like lone survivor doctor outfit, and Uzi, axe in head. Like, where are you going with this? This is unreal. Felt someone grab my hand and spun around to see Wakasa holding on to it. Oh, not holding on to it like scared, holding on to it like... He's too cute, I can't handle this. His alarm was going off and I could feel his hand shaking in mine. We're just holding hands and I'm so close and now my heart racing. It's okay, the thing's not scary. He's shaking so hard I think he might break something, but he's still worried about me. Wakasa's face was as white as a sheet, but he was somehow managed to force a wavering smile onto it and squeeze my hand. I felt myself relax a little bit. But that's just a piglet wearing a suit. That they can do amazing things with makeup these days, you know? Sure, it's a pretty good costume, but it's not real, it's just a costume. Just a costume, costumes aren't scary. Yeah, you're right. Doesn't seem so scary now, huh? Come on, work with me. Nope. Just want the beeping, loud beeping to stop. After a few moments, his alarm slowed and stopped. That was really nice of him. Any guy can come for you, but it takes a special kind of guy to try when he's scared out of his mind. He was comforting me. I guess he was putting on a brave face. I couldn't tell under the layers of cuteness happening. After a few more tense moments, the monster shuffled off down another hallway, and we let out a collective sigh of relief. Damn, that was close. I thought we were dead. I agree, but I had questions. What was that thing? Well, it looked like a zombie, right? Miyoshi had said something along those lines earlier. Something about the game this thing's based on being about... escaping from zombies. I guess now we know who the dead that announcement was talking about are. The gun, though, that could be a problem. Zbzya looked pretty real to me. We keep getting told we're risking our lives in this game. Dollars to donuts, it's real. So if he catches us, we're toast. Well, we'll just have to be extra careful from now on. To be the guy in that situation, that person would have to be a legit slasher to have the gall to do this. He is actually a guy put into this game with an Uzi to shoot and kill whoever he sees. And that's the whole game. That's messed up. We headed off again in the direction of a voice we'd heard earlier. Before long, we found ourselves at a staircase leading up to the next floor. At the top was another pitch-black hallway, just like on the first floor. It looks exactly the same as the first floor. So far, so good, huh? We all seemed to sense something further down the hallway, and Shirabe brought the flashlight up. What is that person doing here? I saw what looked like a child dash out of the light, but before I could get a good look, it was gone. Was that a girl? Yeah, but why? Interesting, the plot thickens. Suddenly I remember the small figure I'd seen on the way to the attraction. Is that... Then Shirabe spoke. No, that's impossible. What is it, you know something? No, nothing. Sure doesn't look like nothing to me, buddy. What you thinking? Guys, should we go after her? You're right, if one of the zombies catches her, that would be bad. Come on. It's a trap, you guys. Don't even think it's a trap at, a little bit. We took off after the sound of her footsteps. Unfortunately, it was only seconds before we lost her. The echoes bouncing down each hallway made it impossible to tell which direction she'd gone. What should we do? She could be anywhere. Another scream echoed through the darkness. The echoes hadn't even faded away when Shirabe's alarm went off. I knew it! Damn it! What's she doing here? Does Shirabe know this person? What is going on? Shirabe shoved the flashlight into my hands and ran off in the direction, leaving Wakasa and myself staring after him. What the heck's going on here? Does Shirabe know that kid? Not sure, but he looked pretty pale. We should go after him. I turned around as I spoke, and that was when I saw it. A zombie. It was behind Wakasa, but down at the other end of the hallway. Oh no! Come here. We're not wasting any time. This is one of those decisions where it's like, let's go. Grabbed Wakasa by the arm and hauled him behind a nearby pillar. As long as I'm concentrated on doing a job, the job being making sure Wakasa is not bothered, I'm not bothered. We have control of the situation. That's fantastic. What the heck was that all about? Shh. There's a zombie out there. Sup, dude? As soon as the words were out of his mouth, he clapped his hands over it. We huddled together, too terrified to speak, while the zombies slowly shuffled past. See? Told ya. We exchanged wide-eyed looks, and he nodded vigorously, his face white as a sheet. Thanks for saving me there. No problem. Anything for the heart bombs. Literally, I would do anything for those. With the zombie gone, we ran out from behind the pillar and took off after Shirabe. It wasn't long before we caught up with him. Are you alright? Did you find the girl? I'm not sure. I thought I heard footsteps coming from over there, but Look! Wait, those lights. That's an exit. I hope she made it out. Let's go. Right. We took off as fast as we could go and burst through the door. Just like flying kick it.